Hello and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kang Wen, and this is my line of reasoning. So the sources that I choose will depend on the lens that I use, and the lens that I'm using is futuristic. So let's get to our first source. The first source that I use is Orlando Zoo's attraction is medical. I use this source because the source mentions how the technology and medical facilities and universities will support the students and employees. I'm putting this in my first body paragraph. Now I wish that the article would mention more about the technological stuff in the article in Medical City, because it only talks about how Medical City itself was conceptualized and came into fruition. The second source that I chose is Lignona opening to a healthy smart home. Now, when I saw the word smart, I thought of it as like being technologically advanced, super sufficient, and something that will be used like in smartphones, smartwatches, and smart basketballs. But nonetheless, the word smart, homes will always use the word smart in it, so that means smart homes will be technologically advanced. Thus, that's why the source will include medical technology that's used in an advancing house, such as showers and a body scan. Now, I'll be using this source in the third body paragraph. The only problem I have with this source is that it doesn't give more information about technology, it's not detailed enough, and it's only talking about how it will be created. Oh, and by the way, the second source is related to the first source because the house is located in Laureate Park, and Laureate Park is located near Medical City, so right now anyone from the Moores or the VA, for example, any of the medical personnel could just walk down to Laureate Park, look at the home, and just say, hey, let's add this because this is going to benefit the whole person. And my third and final source is How to Build a Great American City. Now, I selected this source for two reasons. The first reason is that the source mentions that entrepreneurs can invest in Lignona state-of-the-art technology, so anyone in the public can use it at their free will. And the second reason is that this source relates to both the first source and the second source. So the Tavistock Group was mainly responsible for investing all of Lignona and the beauty and the technology itself. So if the Tavistock Group never invested on a beautiful city like this, which is beautiful, then we wouldn't have a medical city. And if there wasn't any medical city, then we wouldn't have a smart home because there's no employee that's going down to Laureate Park. So, I'm also using this for the second body paragraph. The only problem about how to build a great American city is that it only talks about business-wise and how Lignona was created. So it's not technology-wise, but it's still worth it to add in the paper because it does talk about how Lignona got started. And if Lignona was invested in, then we would have the medical city and the smart home. So, what questions do you guys have?
No, I wasn't raising my hands.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you all for letting me stay out here and talk about my line of reasoning.